Welcome along to Toberona Stables, where we're here with latest exhibition and the Paul Nolan team, obviously fresh from victory at the Cheltenham Festival, but we're looking forward to Fairyhouse and the Boylesports sponsored Irish National meeting. And latest exhibition, he doesn't have Monkfish to take on this time, he's a lot of rivals to take on in the Irish National. What an absolute cracker we have in store, and the Nolan runners got to be respected after the performance of Miss Milner at Cheltenham. Let's see what Paul has to say. Latest exhibition is interesting, the season he's had, because he was a good bit further behind Monkfish at the Dublin Race Festival than he was at Christmas.
Yeah, I just don't think it was the same horse. I think that, you know, for whatever reason, he was a better horse at Christmas, and maybe the Christmas race took a bit more out of him than we thought. Tough race, and you know, our fella, he's not a big robust sort of, but he's an angular type of horse, and I'm hoping to God that he's in a better place now, and I think that the longer the gap between his races, the better he'll be, and possibly my horses were. I'm not saying that, you know, that there was nothing much wrong with them, but I think they could be sort of a little bit better now maybe than when they were then. They just seemed to be coming out of whatever, a little bit of a cloud. We couldn't find nothing wrong. Bloods, lung washes, everything seemed okay, but for whatever reason we were disappointed with a few of them, and maybe he'll be a little bit better as well, I hope.
Also for Fairyhouse, you can go for the Underwriting Exchange Gold Cup, or you can go for the Boylesports Irish National. They're two totally different races. You're going to make a decision late, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you know, ideally the novice race is the race probably for the horse's sake to run in to a degree, but you know, I think he's more comfortable over 3 miles. He's not a horse that's going to win a race impressively, I think, at any stage. I mean, you know, he went to Leopardstown then, and I'd say that was a tough race. If they get a very wet week before Fairyhouse and it comes up heavy, I don't know whether I'd like to be running over 3.5 miles either in the National. You know, so those will be decisions we'll have to make. If Envoy Allen turns up in the novice race, that could sway us as well, you know what I mean? So we're going to try and run in the race that we think we have the best chance of winning. You know, so that's basically what we're going to try and do, and hopefully we'll make the right decision.
Obviously this horse, like the colours are quite special to you as well, and Jim Myrne, and just great connections in terms of the horse.
You know, Jim bred the horse, and Jim then sold the horse, and 3 other guys there, John Brennan, Dan Brown and Jim Coffey got involved in him and kept him in the yard, and you know, so I mean, it's thanks be to God that those guys done that, and it's great to have men like that to have confidence in you, to invest in you. And the first race he ran in for those colours, then he won the Grade 1 in Leopardstown, and we got off on a great foot. So you know, we're hoping to God that the horse stays in one piece and wins more prize money for them.
Come on now, be honest with the which way you're edging towards, Grade 1 or handicap?
Yeah, well, there's no doubt that's going to be a big decision, but and it certainly won't be just on me. You know, we'll sit down with the owners. The safest option is the novice race. You know, the Grand National would be the dream job, that if we made the right decision and it ended up being the right decision, you know, it's great then, but it's a tough decision to make, but it's great to be able to have the horse, to have a decision like it to make.